Hey kids, it's Lindsay coming at you on this beautiful Friday morning. This is an Ask Me Anything. Yes, this is kind of one of my favorite things to do. You're about to see it in action, which is I like to show up live or on a workshop that I'm teaching or in a class that I'm in a teaching or in a coaching cohort that I'm teaching. And I like people to ask me questions about how to best grow your online coaching business. And then I get to answer them. So that's what this AMA is. Hey, everybody out there on Instagram, if you have questions about how to grow your online coaching business, now is the time to ask. Hello out there on lindsay.tube. So I'm going to be live here for a good hour or so answering all of your questions about growing your online coaching business. It's kind of what I do. Okay. It's what I eat for breakfast. It's what I love. And it's just like what I just like to do. The other thing I like to mix in there, though, okay, there's something about being able to grow your online coaching business and like strategically knowing like what a launch is, how to create cool content. What else do we do? Search engine optimization, making websites, writing emails, writing sales pages, having sales conversations, connecting with an audience. Like all of these are some really, really amazing strategies. And I employed these strategies in my own personal business for years and years and years. And they worked. Okay. They worked. But I think work is actually a really good name for it. They worked and I was working hard and like, who cares what my thoughts and emotions were? I was definitely like a workhorse. I'm going to work this. Okay. I will succeed because I will outwork absolutely everyone. Like, who cares about how I feel about it? Who cares if the sales strategies that I use are not aligned with me? Who cares if I feel every time I sell something? And I grew my coaching business to a real specific level doing that. And it was successful by uh, anyone's definitions. Okay. I had plenty of money coming in. I had a really great staff. We were profitable enough. Okay. But I reached a stalemate. I reached a point where I was like, regardless of how many times I launched, regardless of how many one-on-one clients I brought in, I was still on this roller coaster that so many small business owners find themselves in. You get a bunch of clients because you're doing a bunch of marketing, and then you got to service those clients and you stop marketing. And it's this roller coaster of onboarding clients and servicing clients. I was on that. Then I turned 40. What's up, Josh? What is up? Hello out there on the Instagram. Then I turned 40 and it's my 40th birthday. And I live in Portland, Oregon, and I had decided to take up boogie boarding because I was like, I'm 40. Yeah, I've had these 3 kids. I got an 11-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And, I was like putting off all the stuff I ever wanted to do in my life, like pick up boogie boarding, retake piano lessons, become really serious about reading because I love reading nonfiction books. Okay. I love reading self-improvement books. My mouth waters. Speaking of, what book are you guys reading right now? I'm reading The 4 Agreements, which when I said that in my workshop yesterday, people were like, I love that book. Apparently I was like the only one that hasn't read that book yet. Okay. I'm most of the way through it. It's fantastic, but that's not my point. Here's my point. Hey, what's up, Sophia? So nice to see you. I met Sophia in the workshop that I was hosting this week. So happy to meet you during the workshop. So I'm 40. I haven't lost my train of thought here, guys. Not even a little. Okay. Not even a little. I'm 40 years old and I'm taking up boogie boarding and it feels good. And like we have wetsuits and I'm out in the middle of the most beautiful place in the world, which is like the Pacific Ocean. We were at Seaside. You got mountains and pine trees over here. It's just gorgeous. And I'm out there. Rose, hey, how's it going? Yes, Rose. Sylvia, I'm so glad. Yes, I was the one who loved it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Great energy. Genuine. Thank you so much, Rose. Oh my gosh. Rose, you feel me? Okay. I love you. Rose is awesome. Okay. Anyway, if you guys need a tarot card reading, go with Rose. She knows some shit. Okay. I'm going to finish my story, then I'm going to read a couple comments. I'm just so glad you guys are here. This is like my favorite thing to do. Okay. Like this Friday is like the best Friday. Indistractable. Yes. Yes. Up there on Instagram. Okay. So 40 years old, 40th birthday. I'm surrounded by my family. It's awesome. I'm out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and I'm like, you're 40 now, Lindsay. Why are you not happy? Because you've achieved everything you need to in your business. You have a loving team. Look, you're surrounded by family. You got 3 of the most beautiful little angelic cherubs. Why are you still not happy, girl? We need to do some serious investigating here. So I did, and that's when I realized that spirituality had to play a big part in my life and in my business and everywhere. And you got to understand where I was coming from, okay? I was born and raised in a very devout Mormon LDS family. No shade. But they have some really specific and serious beliefs. When I left Mormonism as a 20-something, hey, David, what's up? I'm going to wave to David over here. Hey, Jen. Just met with Jen. When I left Mormonism as a 20-something, it was a very obviously difficult time for me for a myriad of different ways. I've left the beliefs of my family. My family, not huge fans of my choices there. No, not huge fans at all. Okay. And it was really scary. And the whole belief system that I ever carried with me was shattered in the course of pretty much one day. By the end of the week of me leaving Mormonism as a 22-year-old, okay, I spent some of those evenings in my room as a young 20-something with the lights on, wondering if God were going to strike me down. I kid you not, because of kind of the beliefs that I had and that I was leaving those beliefs and like what that meant for me as an individual. Okay. Crazy, crazy time to have your whole entire paradigm change in the period of a week. But this is what I remember about that week. Okay. The trees were greener. The sky was bluer. I felt things I'd never felt clear up here on the happiness scale. And I felt things down here that I had never felt on the misery and the scared and the fear scale. But it was life changing. Okay. So roll up to my 40th birthday. I had sworn off spirituality. I had sworn off religion. I was just like, no, we are here and we are just like these human beings on this rock. And like, that's it. That's it for us. I'm not going to be tied into this anymore. Okay. I'm not going to fall for those crazy making beliefs anymore. Okay. And, I'm glad you guys are connecting in the comments, by the way. And so when at 40, I was like, oh, this is like a little spiritual something happening. You know what I mean? I really, really fought against it because I was like never going to go back to spirituality. And there's a difference for me, a very, very clear difference between spirituality and religion. But we can get into that another time. That's not what the AMA is. Long story short, had a spiritual situation happen for me. And I realized how freaking important it was to incorporate spirituality into all facets of my life, including my online coaching business. So I did. And I started getting to know myself. I started listening to my intuition about business and life. I started attracting. Like, this is one of the best parts, okay? I started so many comments. I'll be right there in the comments, I swear. Let me just finish my opening statements, okay? Let me finish my opening statements. Long story short, when you're aligned, which to me, alignment means I'm trusting myself, I know myself, I'm listening to my intuition. Yes, I'm bringing in facts, okay? Hey, Shauna, that's Shauna, my COO. Shauna, give me some money facts. She bring me the facts, okay? Bring me the facts, bring me the strategies, which I love. Okay. You bring me a digital marketing strategy and I will freaking feed on that thing for a weekend and be like, oh my gosh, this is like the best thing ever. I love me some strategies. Okay. But when you do strategies that are in freaking alignment, it is off the hook. Okay. Not only do I wake up and find fulfillment in my online coaching business each and every day, but my coaching business got out of the stagnant place it was in and has become one of the best things ever. Okay. Not even just monetarily, but more time, more money, more freedom, more impact because it's an aligned coaching business. And instead of looking out at, hey, what should I be doing, Mr. Business Coach, that I just happen to be running into? And even though you're telling me that I need to do it this way and it doesn't feel that good, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Instead, it's like, I'm going to bring it all in. I'm going to do things the way I want to. That doesn't mean we don't have to work at it or that we don't need to develop the skills or that we don't need to time block or take things seriously. But we always want to feel good about what we do. And that's my biggest piece of advice for this AMA is start feeling good about what you're doing in your coaching business. Don't shy away from the work. Okay. Listen to your intuition. You guys will get to where you're going. That's my biggest lesson. And since putting this layer, I call like the strategies and the business building and the email list and the good content, that's like the cake. But what makes a cake just mwah? I'm just playing around with this analogy. It's the freaking frosting, man. And that's what alignment, thanks for the hearts out there. That's what alignment will bring to your coaching business. Hey, everybody, I'm going to read some comments now. I'm reading some comments. Sorry. I'm reading comments. I got a little lost in there. Here we go. Josh, I'm reading Upstream by Dan Heath about problem solving by defining and owning the problem behind the problem. Solving upstream. I love that, Josh. So nice. Sophia said, same here. Your workshop was amazing. Got so much value. Now, if you have no idea what workshop Sophia, my dear friend here, is talking about, go to my Instagram profile, or Emily will throw it in the comments here. Instagram profile. It's called the Content That Converts Workshop. 3 magical days that I spent this week. The replays are up till Tuesday. Okay, till Tuesday night. You have plenty of time to watch 3 hours of amazing content on how to, not even content, it's amazing strategies and mind stuff that will help you show up authentically, easily, effortlessly on Instagram and YouTube to attract clients to you, your perfect clients. Now, if I know anything about the kind of people that I attract, which is like you guys, okay, everybody watching this are attracted to me for some reason, okay? I don't know what that reason is. You guys know, and I have heard several times, I had this problem. Your ad rolled up on my Facebook feed, Lindsay, and then you answered all of my questions. Happy to be of service, okay? I do that all the time. I see workshops roll up that I am completely called to constantly when I'm looking for answers. I feel that media, classes, coaches, books that are mentioned to me or come into my line sight are certainly things that I need to consume because they have the answers for where I'm going, from what to where I'm going. And so I always like to be speaking of books, I like to be an open book for the old universe. Okay. I'm not going to make him, them, they. Okay. Awesome. I'm not going to make the universe ring the doorbell more than once, and if I end up reading a book that doesn't have a message for me, well, first of all, that's never happened. Okay. Second of all, that's fine. I like to read books. But I want to be like this sponge for the universe to make sure I can get their messages for sure. Okay. Let's see. Rose, the light goes on, ex lipo woman. Yeah, Rose has been if you guys don't know Rose Henry, she's amazing. This amazing woman from Ireland that happens to know everything. Okay. If you need guidance through this kind of thing, reach out to Rose. If you want to okay, Rose can help you. Soul, she has a soul app that will tell you about this stuff that I'm talking about. I didn't even know this stuff it really existed till I went through it and seeked answers, like through people like Rose. Now, if you want to take it and you want to you want to channel this stuff and you want it to like amplify, then you talk to Jen Fedorowicz. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Those are my secrets. Those are my secret ladies for now. Okay. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's Sharon here. Sharon, glad to see you. I hope I didn't miss you. Hello on Instagram. Right now I'm on Facebook too, and on lindsay.tube. I'm going to read a couple more comments here. Can I post the link to my timeline story? It's over a minute, but I feel like it's too long. Can I post the link to my timeline story? It's over a minute, but I feel like it's still too long. I think, Sharon, when we're talking about posting content, that's you, Jen. Thank you. Okay. Sharon, when you're talking about like content posting, here's the thing. Is it too long? Is it not good enough? Should I post it? Should I not post it? Or one of these classics where you post it and then you pull it down. That's a classic right there. Can I say this, Kate? Don't. Just whatever you made is awesome for where you are right now. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of mental resources. And you're kind of stuck up here in your own head anyway. If you're going round and round on what people are going to think about XYZ content that you just posted, okay? You will never, ever know what other people think. Whatever you think other people think of you is actually what you think about yourself. If you watch the workshop, which the replay is available till Tuesday, okay, you go get the link in my Instagram profile at the.lindsay.anderson, okay, and watch it till I bring it down on Tuesday. I tell you all about it. And it helps you show up better because you stop thinking about what everybody else is thinking, which, by the way, I just told you I was reading a fantastic book called The 4 Agreements, which that is one of the 4 agreements. If we can stop worrying about what other people are thinking about us because we have no idea anyway, no freaking idea, then we can just carry on and do what we want. So my biggest piece of advice for content is to post it. Okay. I teach this in the workshop. Your first pieces of content are not going to be great. They're just not. In fact, there's content. I've been posting content for a long time. I love content. There's content I posted 3 or 4 weeks ago that I'm like, yeah, not my best. I can do better now. And that was only 4 weeks ago. But can you imagine if every time I had that thought, I wouldn't pull down the content that I posted? I wouldn't have any content because I'm always, always, always improving. And there's nothing wrong with showing up and shining your light, just wherever you are right now. You are in the perfect place, posting the perfect content, getting your skills down, getting your practice down, getting out of your mind. So what I say to Sharon is to freaking post it. Even if a minute is what you feel is too long, please still do it. Just post it. Okay, you'll get better. Plus, it's part of this exercise of getting out of your own head and just freaking doing it already. Reading comments. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys are here. So what's the weather like? Can you give me some comments here? What's the weather like? It's supposed to be like 50 or 60. It's supposed to be like 57 degrees this weekend. I'm hoping we can make it to the freaking zoo. Some outside sunshine time with the kids. Yeah. Super excited. The other thing that's happening for me, is we put in an offer on a house. And the Portland housing market is a situation. Apparently, we're like, we're like this with a couple of other buyers. So since I attract all these high vibe energy people, can you please send me some good energy for this house if that's what it's supposed to be? Thank you. Sharon says, Sharon did it. She already knew what I was going to say. Sharon said, I posted it because that was all the things I was thinking. Yes. Boom. You are now, Sharon, one more step ahead on your path towards, we're already there, but whatever your goals are for your coaching business, you're so close. Awesome. -10 Celsius, David. I'm sorry to hear that. Wow, that's cold. That is cold. Sylvia says, I have a tech question. I guess we'll get to the AMA. I'll stop just talking about all the stuff I love to talk about. Sylvia says, I have a tech question. Starting out, what's the best and affordable mic or AirPods or whatever it is that I need to isolate noise on videos? Sylvia, solid question. So in my experience, so when you show up on YouTube videos, which is what I'm thinking, YouTube and Instagram, there's three things that you have to care about. Okay. Number one is, and the most important is sound. If you have crappy sound, people are going to be like out of there. Like if I'm talking like this, then you guys definitely don't want to hear from me, right? You're not going to stay here for long. In fact, I probably lost a couple of people because they're like, no. So sound. So I always recommend getting yourself an external mic. So certainly these go all over in pricing. And honestly, wherever you are and whatever you can afford is the right mic. An external mic is going to do really, really just what it's going to serve its purpose. When I do videos on my Instagram, I just use my earbuds. Totally fine. Technology has caught up. Now, as you get more advanced, you can upgrade to a mic. This mic is like $500, but I didn't even get this mic till this year. So you guys are so totally fine. This brand of mic is a Shure mic. Shure. It's a great mic. But here's the other thing, Sylvia, that I want you to know about sound. And that is it's the echo in your room. So like if you're recording a podcast, you can actually get really good sound by going in your closet because it absorbs all of the sound echoes, all the sound waves, all the clothes do. And so it's more about getting rid of the noise, is more about, of course, having a quiet room, but then surrounding yourself. It's like why I have these big curtains and I have a carpeted floor. And right behind me, I have a whole wall of those like foam board thingies to take the echo and make it sound good. So that's really what it comes down to. But again, if you have an external mic, it's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. David said, like, it's going to be good enough. David, I'll answer your question in 1 second. So essentially, we got sound, most important. People won't forgive you for the sound situation. Okay. Number two, lights. Lights. Human faces look good in sunlight. Okay. It's Portland. Can't really trust it. Okay. Not very bright. So I always get I get a ring light. So please invest in a ring light. That'll get you set up. And then the third, obviously, is camera. Your smartphone is way good enough for anything that I'm teaching, any getting going. Those are the three things that you need. Okay. Terry says, it's none of my business what others think of me. Yes, I believe that I learned that lesson from Byron Katie's book, Loving What Is. It's none of, you got your business, they got their business, and then the universe has their business. And like the only business that we need to be in is our very own business, right? Colleen, I've missed you. Sunny but cold here in the Philly suburbs. Colleen, a wonderful Theta Healing, awesome person here. Buying a house is always kind of stressful. Hang in there. Thank you, Colleen. Oh, of course, Gracia. Okay, Gracia is my new team member. She says 74 Fahrenheit in Honolulu. First of all, this gal is freaking awesome. Today's like her, I don't know, Gracia, is it like your third day? Man, this gal inspiring. And when she comes on team meetings, she has the ocean in her background. I'm very jealous. 70 in North Carolina, 5 degrees in Ireland. Look at you guys. Colleen, it's been forever since I did a voiceover auditions in my walk-in closet. Yeah, walk-in closet's legit. Dr. V, you're here. Dr. V says, okay, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to console a friend whose husband died yesterday. Oh, so sad. So hard. I mean, life is just a situation, you know? Some of you know that, on the personal front, my life is, it's the hellfire that you got to walk through to get to the other side. Yeah. I'm definitely feeling that in my personal life right now as well. So for everybody else feeling that, I actually know a couple of other people in the group who is going through hellfire. So happy hellfire to everybody. It's part of what has to happen. Gracia says, haha, you are awesome. Everyone here is awesome. Yeah. Gracia, welcome to the best freaking group of people ever. We attract the best people. Okay. Josh says, is the next BAMCon in Hawaii? No, but the next BAMCon, that is my live event, will 100%, well, 95, just in case, like, I think COVID, like, Let's work through COVID. Let's not even call on COVID that it's going to interrupt us. Okay. September, mark your calendars. More information to come very soon. But I hope you'll get it on like your travel calendar to come out to Portland and we'll freaking kumbaya, baby. Okay. Jen, you attract what you are. Well, Jen says, I attract what I am. And if I'm looking at a mirror at all the awesome people that I have met during this workshop and that are already in my community, may I say that I'm pretty happy with who I attract. Okay. Sophia says, since I'm just starting my coaching business, what advice could you give regarding how to package a course I want to offer and then promoting it? Or is it best to wait until I get some clients? Hey, what's up? Out there on Instagram, Prank as 05 says hello. This is my favorite kind of question. I get all lit up because I know the answer. I know the answer to most coaching business questions. So you'll see this happen a lot. Ta-da! Okay. So if you're just starting your online coaching business, but I know you want to do a course and I know like you want this evergreen funnel thing happening and I know that you really want to make a splash for it. I know. But my biggest piece of advice, if you're just starting, please don't create a course to start. Okay. Please don't, even set up a coaching cohort for group coaching is what I really think you should do. And what will get you way more clarity, way more answers, way more faster to where you're going to a profitable online coaching business is through one-on-one coaching. And I don't give two craps if the one-on-one coaching, if they pay you, if they don't pay you, if like what the requirement is they are not your friends. They are somebody that you met because like the energy is different. This client service provider energy is different than what it is when we help our friends or help our family members. So if you want to put your coaching business on supersonic speed mode is what you're going to want to do, okay, is get some one-on-one clients. Again, I don't care if they pay or don't pay, but the work and the information and the niching and the experience, and most importantly, the confidence that you will find helping people one-on-one coach when you're one-on-one coaching, okay? That's the information. If I was just starting a coaching business, I would be like, I'm going to service 10 people. Once you service 10 people, again, don't care if they are paid or not paid, you will have all of the information and the confidence and the tools to start really making digital marketing and content and niching and all the stuff work for you. So in my content that converts coaching program, which the doors are open right now, we certainly walk you through several strategies on how to get those first clients. Most of them will be paid, actually. I don't want them to be free because I think that lowers our value and there's a lot of things that I don't really like about it, but I do want you to be open to coaching some people for free. It won't last for long. And if one-on-one coaching isn't what you like to do or what you do, okay, you're not going to do it forever. But the information in one-on-one coaching, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about it. So many people resist it. So many people resist. I have a client who showed up about 3 months ago. She was convinced, Lindsay, I took a course. I spent $100,000 on a coach. They gave me all their templates and all their things. And all they said was I had to record this webinar with myself. And then I would bring in all these evergreen clients. I would just have to like run some ads and evergreen funnel. Ta-da! And I was like, this is never going to work because you haven't coached anybody. You don't know. You don't have the confidence in your webinar energetically to let people know what you do and for them to feel it. Just doesn't work. So coach free or low cost, get 10 under your belt, then some magic's going to happen. So as quicker you can do that, the better. Plus you'll have 10 people that follow you, 10 amazing people in your audience to spread your message around. Guys, you just got to do it that way. Just trust me. Okay. Sophia, I'm glad that you felt that. Yeah. Colleen, she did ask a question. Colleen, I really miss you. I haven't seen you forever. Okay. I saw something this morning about getting verified on Instagram. Is that necessary? It's super nice. Okay. It's super nice, Sharon, to get verified on Instagram, but you have to have 10,000 followers to get verified on Instagram. I believe that is what I heard last. Okay. I'm not verified on Instagram yet. It is something that you want to do if you can and when you can. Okay. Colleen says on Instagram, I'm just so glad you guys are here. Mwah, 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 mwah. Okay. I know. I'm like high energy today. Oh my gosh, it's already 11:32. Haha, I'm filling out some tax info and they were asking what industry I'm in. If I pick energy other, do you think that's accurate for an energy healer? Colleen just rolled in with an energy joke. Sophia says, I feel that, yes, thanks, Lindsay, especially after your workshop. It will help me to begin putting myself out there organically. Yes. And I want to roll back to this do I need to get verified on Instagram question? Okay. What I teach in Content That Converts, which, by the way, I am filling a cohort of amazing people to build their online coaching program through. We're going to do a bunch of like strategy. Okay. I taught strategy for several years, but we're going to make sure it feels good and is in alignment with you. That's my coaching program over the course of 12 weeks. Yeah, it's 12 weeks. We meet twice a week because I don't want you to take your eye off this prize. And I know that if you stick with me for 12 weeks, you will 100% get to the next step. For some of you, that's getting these 10 coaching clients. For some of you, that is improving your ads. Maybe you're already spending $10,000 on ads, and now you need a content plan to support that, okay? Regardless of the age or stage of your business, okay? As long as you are a good fit, as long as I think I can help you, then I would love for you to join me in this coaching program, but I only allow people that I think I can help in that program and that actually can come and be in that program. So I do require you to fill out a form so that we can chat about you and about the program and see if we're a good fit. Okay. I invite you to join me. The form closes on Tuesday. If you need a link to that, let me know. It's a powerful program. We've had amazing results. Hey, Coach Lisa, what's up? I hope that you'll consider applying. Okay. Chris. Hey, Chris. Hot dog. Chris was in the workshop. Him and I masterminded yesterday, and it was awesome because I really picked on him. Chris, I saw your form come in. I'll be texting you today. Okay. Chris is a coach for men. He's real successful already. Yesterday, I gave him a bunch of tips on what he really needed to do to take this thing to the next level. But today he asks this. He says, agree. I walked through dozens of clients one-on-one and then saw a need for a course to serve them. I sell a copy every couple of days. Chris, that's exactly what I was saying. Yep. Thanks for backing me up. Yes. Colleen says, get some testimonials from those clients for social proof. 100%. All right. Momentum Media, my first coaching clients. Wow, I sucked, but they thought it was fab either way. Christina Ray, so nice to see you, Christina, by the way. I haven't seen you for a while. All right, Terry says, okay, hold on. And then I'll do Lorraine's question. Okay, Emily, for what it's worth, I know I'm like all over. I'm barely reading comments because I'm kind of like in my vibe right now, but Emily's got us covered. This is one reason why Emily is my partner, is because she makes sure I stay focused. Okay, Terry says, Lindsay, how often do you launch? I get burned out from all the workshops. Yeah. Launching. No freaking joke. Okay, Terry, no freaking joke about a launch. I've probably launched 50 times in my life. I've helped, several, if not 100 clients walk through their very own launches. For those that do not know what a launch is, this is what I recommend in growing your coaching business. We start off getting those 10 clients that I was just talking about, understanding their needs, finding confidence in ourselves, knowing what our process is, knowing what the outcomes can be when people work with us specifically. We can show up like a coach, like, yeah, I got this. I helped 10 people. Like, then the next step is to do a launch. What is a launch? A launch looks like a webinar or a 3-day workshop, or, there's several ways to do a launch. Okay. So let's say we do a webinar. I'm going to put a webinar on the books for 3 weeks from now. I'm going to scream from the rafters. Hey, everybody, I'm hosting a webinar. It's about content. It's about a little piece of actually what my bigger coaching program is, a little teeny tiny piece, so I can know who's interested in what I have to offer. Hey, everybody, there's a webinar going on. Okay, get everybody on the webinar. I show up to the webinar. The main point of the webinar, give everybody an aha moment, which I believe I did during the workshop this week. Okay, if you had an aha moment in the workshop this week, please say, aha, yeah, do it. Let's see it. So you have an aha moment, and then you invite people into your coaching program. When we do a big launch, there's momentum, there's energy, there's good marketing vibes going out there, there's intention, there's motivation, there's all this energy that happens in a launch that can bring a full cohort of people to you or teach you some valuable lessons. There's just so much amazingness that thank you so much, that can help you launch, okay? Like launching, while it sucks and is hard, it's like birthing a child, okay? I birthed 3 naturally, okay? It hurts, but I got this beautiful baby on the other side. Launching's a lot like that. So to answer whose question? Terry's question. How often do I launch? Well, I used to launch once a quarter because that's all I had stomach for, because it's hard. Okay. And I was trying to figure out my message. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to teach. I was trying to figure out all this stuff. But now I have content that converts. Okay. It's an impactful program, an impactful workshop. It leads to a coaching program that I am fully confident in the results, fully confident that anyone who joins me in that program, I've vetted, I know I can help. I feel like they're going to show up. I know they've invested in themselves, and we make a really good team. I know people that I bring into the coaching program, content that converts. Like, it's I will stand on the rooftops and talk about that program. I have a t-shirt, okay? I got a t-shirt about the program. That's how much I love the program. A t-shirt. So to answer Lorraine's question, not Lorraine's, but Terry's, good grief. Terry, Tracy, Lorraine, Dr. B. Okay. I apologize. Now I launch every 4 weeks to a cold audience, which looks like running ads. Okay. I don't want to wear out my warm audience. That's people who know me. That's like the Dr. B's of the world that have followed me. Those are the Roses of the world. It's already in my programs. I don't bug them that I'm always launching. You can only launch so often to your warm audience, the people already on your email list. But once you come up with a method, and once I know what my workshop content is, Terry, launching becomes a true pleasure, okay? Because the systems are down. I'm running to a cold audience. I can rinse and repeat. I know what my message is. It becomes so much easier. And so I launch about once a month to a cold audience now, okay? Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions on that. Let's see. Lorraine, hold on. I'm going to go. Colleen says, yes, I haven't been aligned at all, which is why you haven't seen me. I appreciate you saying you miss me. Colleen, I have missed you. And I feel that way when I'm not aligned too. When I do unaligned marketing strategies, dude, I put that crap off until the very last minute. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that till tomorrow. I'm going to find 10 reasons to not sit down and do it. But when we do marketing strategies that align with us, guess what happens? We want to get out of bed in the morning, okay? I want to show up. This is what I did this very workshop. I woke up at 4 freaking a.m. on Monday and I was like, let's do this. That is what an aligned marketing strategy feels like, okay? An unaligned marketing strategy, if I was showing up to teach a workshop that I didn't really believe in, that was using scarcity sales tactics that didn't really align with me, that I didn't really think that I could fulfill on all of the promises that I made, that I didn't think that I could serve up any aha moments, guys, I wouldn't be getting up at 4 a.m. I'd be hitting the snooze button, because like that's the last thing I want to go and look at is me is like pushing my soul down in my stomach and being like, be quiet down there. We're going to do this. Okay. We're going to do this. So I get there a lot. Colleen, I'm not always feeling in alignment. Sometimes you have to try stuff and then realize that you're not in alignment with it, from my personal experience. Okay. Lorraine, How do you start sharing the different type of coaching you do without looking disorganized? Lorraine, what a great question. First of all, we got to go back to the 4 agreements, okay? 4 agreements, which is you really got to stop wondering what your audience or your prospects think. First of all, chances are they're not even paying attention, okay? Like not even chances are. Lorraine, there's a 99.999% chance that whatever you're thinking that they're thinking, it's not what they're thinking. It's what you're thinking about yourself. You're uncomfortable about being disorganized. So now you're saying, nope, the audience is uncomfortable with me being disorganized. So it's something that I encourage you to look at inside. Okay. And if the disorganization is making you feel anxious, then it's something that you need to bring on for yourself and say, okay, I am feeling disorganized. What can I do about being more organized? Maybe, and Lauren, you're probably a lot like me. I'm an extremely creative person. I'm coming up with different coaching programs and different webinars to teach every day. Okay. Shauna, who I hired as my COO, was like, yeah, hey, thanks for the hearts. Yeah, Lindsay, let's simmer down a little bit. Okay. There's a place for your creativity, but we also are out here to like make a system, and there's an organized way of going about it. So Lorraine, you aren't going to look that way. It's like this. Okay, Lorraine, this is a good example. It looks like this. People are like, these are the funniest emails. Don't take anything negative out of this, but I can't even tell you how many times, because I sign up for a lot of coaches' email lists. A lot of my clients, I'm on their email list. And so, all the time I get an email like this. It looks like this. Hello, email list. I'm sorry I haven't emailed you for the last 4 weeks. I promise to now be emailing you every week going on forth. Okay. And then maybe they'll email a couple of weeks. And then what? Life gets in the way. It's an unaligned strategy. They don't know what to say because they haven't taken my workshop. They haven't joined me in Content That Converts, which means you're actually always going to know what to say because it comes from inside. It's so easy. You should sign up. Okay. And so, what's my point? My point is people on your email list don't know. People in your community don't know. If I post about this one day and I post about something else the next day, they're not keeping track. So the fact, if we show up and are like, by the way, I haven't emailed you and I haven't even, I haven't kept the word to myself. I haven't kept the word to my email list. You're actually informing them of that because they didn't know it in the first place. Because everybody's in their own little world doing their own little thing. And we think they're watching us, but they're really not. So Lorraine, that's my biggest piece of advice. It's not, I think I gave you good tactical advice and good inside advice on that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with being disorganized, especially if you're just getting going. So just go. Who cares if they think you're disorganized? That's number one. Number two, look at this disorganization, unease in yourself. Okay. That you're thinking that they're thinking about you, because actually it's a mirror. I'm looking at a mirror. Anything that I think someone's thinking about me, I'm actually thinking about myself. And then number three, start getting organized. Pick one thing, show some discipline, and move ahead on something until you really have seen it to enough fruition, not boredom, but fruition to know it's not for you. This is my biggest piece of advice when it comes to niching. So many people get really scared about their coaching niche. I don't know if I want to help women or mothers or business owners or entrepreneurs. I don't know. So I'm just going to say, I can help everybody. Hey, everybody, I can help you. Come to me. I can help you and you and you and you. Okay. That's not niching. And that's staying in a place of being really, really scared, because you're unwilling to make a commitment. So this is the best way to niche. And also part of the reason why at the beginning of this call, I was like, go and find 10 clients, because that will help you niche, whatever you want to say, more than anything else in the whole world is clients. So when picking a niche, I say, you wake up, you go with your best intuitive and strategic niche, and you really put your heart into it for a round, whatever a round is. Maybe that's posting on Instagram for 4 weeks and then hosting a webinar and seeing who comes. Then when people come or don't come, you're going to have a lot more information on that niche. You're going to know, yes, I'm going to continue down this road. No, I hate this road. I'm not continuing down this road. I don't get along with the people. The people that I'm attracting are not my kind of people, or I just really hate teaching this topic over and over and over again. The best coaching businesses are the ones that we're super passionate about. I'm constantly learning about how to bring my coaching business into alignment. I'm constantly learning about new marketing strategies to help coaches build their online businesses in an authentic and amazingly useful and awesome way. And that stuff, that is what I choose to read in my spare time. If I'm up napping with my husband and he falls asleep, I'm not going to, he's not really into the marketing videos. But if I see him falling asleep on a Saturday afternoon, I go right to YouTube and pull up some marketing videos. That's how much I love marketing. Okay. That's what I recommend for you guys in your coaching business. The coaches that have come across my plate in my Done For You agency called the BAM agency, where we service online coaches. We help them with their ads and strategically, like literally take their business to the next level. $1 million businesses. Okay. In my agency. The people, I just see it so clearly. The people that make it are the ones that are freaking madly in love with what they're teaching. They have a passion for it. You can see it. Their face lights up. And guess what? Every single one of you has that. We just need to find it. Okay? Most of you already know what it is. It has to do with helping people. Most of the people that I attract have special gifts. You know, Colleen can freaking bend time. That's a gift. You know what I mean? So utilizing your gifts, not finding any shame in our gifts, not wanting to hide our gifts, not being afraid to share our gifts, and letting those gifts freaking shine. Okay. Woo, can't be stopped. Okay. Might be slow. Might be a little slow at the beginning. You will have some rocky roads. No freaking doubt about it. But you will be able to achieve whatever you want. I promise you, if you listen to what's inside, especially with the people that I attract, okay? I told Emily I'd only go till noon. I don't think she believes me. Emily, I know. Here's the thing. We had so many people fill out the form, which, by the way, oh man. We had so many people fill out the form, and every time I get these forms in, there is a good half of them that are people really pour their, like, they tell me a lot about them in these forms. And I want to appreciate you guys for being vulnerable enough and sharing what you have on these forms. You've shared what you've gone through, what you want to share, how you want to share it, things get deep. They like tell me about their mindset issues. Like, I'm not accepted. I've never felt accepted. All of this stuff. Okay. First of all, I have every mindset issue in the book. All right. Every single one to a severe degree. I had it. Okay. So I feel like pretty much with all the forms, I'm like, yeah, I totally know that. Maybe it's just human nature. We all feel that way. You know, we don't feel accepted and all that. But not in order to make your business work, but certainly to help your business work, to like accept all that, to overcome it, utilizing your business as a catalyst for personal development is like pretty freaking amazing. It really is. I love it. Okay. Woo! So many comments. Thank you, Dr. V. Lindsay has elevated her game in a big way. Yeah, Dr. V has followed me for a really, really long time. And I appreciate that. Many people here have. You can build a community of awesome people. You know, it's something I teach in the Content That Converts workshop, which is people, you got to recognize people as people and not as not as pocketbooks, people that were going to give you money. Okay. The second you can make that change, the better off your sales are going to be, the more people you're going to attract, the more people that are going to buy stuff from you. It's that simple. It really is. But it's hard. It's hard when we're afraid and we need money and the bills are due and I just really want to succeed. Believe me, I've embodied that. I felt it. I know that person. I know there's no shame in it, but we've got to start being more comfortable with it. We've got to be like, hey, little girl, it's okay in there. Don't be so scared. You're not going to be homeless if you don't land a coaching client, you know? Okay. Sophia, Lindsay, could you speak a little bit about discovery calls and how not to be salesy with the potential client? Sure can, Sophia. Sure can. Okay. So I do have a video, and it is called the online coaching. It's like the sales call blueprint, something like this. But the blueprint goes a little something like this. You get on a sales call. You do a little bit of small talk because we want to be comfortable with people here, okay? Then you ask people, so basically, where have you, like, tell me a little bit about where you're at, where your problems are, what's going on for you. And then you need to shut up, throw the key out, see you later, shut up, okay? In the nicest way, because your prospects on the other side of that call or that text will tell you exactly what's going on for them. And you don't want your own perceptions to get in the way, and you don't want to be overthinking, are they going to buy my coaching program? Or if they drop one of these buggers like, and I'm financially out of money, all of a sudden what? Our spider sense start tingling. Oh, well, I can't service them, so I'm going to disregard this call. Right? Been there, you know? No, show up to those calls. Good energy as yourself with a true need, desire, want to help. You'll close more people when you show up that way. And those things won't trigger you when they say they don't have money, which everybody says they don't have any money. Okay. Nobody has money for something that they don't want. So, of course, they're going to say, I don't have any money because they don't know that they need you or want you yet. Okay. So you show up and you listen, and then you parrot back to them, or you rephrase. Parrot's not that great of a word. You rephrase back to them what they said to you. So what I'm hearing from you is this and this. This is your pain. This is this. This is this. This is this. Is that right? This is something. I'm in a freaking communications class right now called NCV. Everyone, or NVC. Anyone ever take that or read that book, Nonviolent Communication? Right here? Taking this class so I can talk to my husband better. Okay? And we can teach our kids to speak in good ways. Okay? This is a 12-week course, 2 hours every Tuesday night. But where did I get here? This parroting thing. It's a whole chapter in here. Can I rephrase what I said to you? You may think that they're being clear and there's one way to interpret all this stuff, but there's not. There's multiple ways to interpret it's a nice day outside. Okay? There's 100 ways to interpret it's a nice day outside. So when we rephrase it for our client or our prospects on the phone, they feel validated. You feel more clear in your head on how you can help them. And then it's time to basically say, okay, well, and genuinely say, oh, I think I can help you. Here is what I recommend. Here, whatever the next steps are that are aligned with you, that you can help them and all those things. That's how you do discovery calls. It's that simple. It's that simple. I hope that answered your question, Sophia. Emily is not removing that from my Word doc, so I don't know. I don't feel complete. Emily, can you please remove that from the upcoming questions on the Word doc, please? Okay, Emily says the forms have been amazing. Her and I have been working through them together. Lorraine, thank you for reaching out to me. I filled out the form. I can't thank you enough. Lorraine, I text you, girl. Text me back. Thanks, Emily. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sophia. Yes, I love what you said. Thank you so much. I know it can be hard, Sophia, when you're just starting your coaching business, to be like, oh, they said they don't have any money. This sucks. But just know, if you can show up, take this 15 minutes, and you're truly there for them in that time at that space, you'll only leave good things. good energy, and like that's just going to spread. Maybe they won't come to you now. Maybe they'll tell 3 friends. Nobody freaking knows. That's why we need to always be present like that. Or that's why not always be present, because sometimes you just can't. Like sometimes it's just a shitty week and you can't be present. But the more present you are on these calls, the better. Okay. I try not to do these calls or these texts or anything like that unless I'm in a good mental mindset. Because, like, as I said, it's a nice day. I feel like they can feel it's not really a nice day for her in text. Like if I'm having an emotional day. Okay. Hey Tracy, what's up? Okay, Instagram, I love you. Okay, sorry, I just had to say hi. Elizabeth, nonviolent communication, good for Elizabeth, first of all, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Shauna. Shauna, let me tell you this little story about Shauna. Oh, Dr. V has a great question. So, Shauna, speaking of like the universe delivering exactly what we need, okay? Shauna, I didn't even know you read that book. Shauna's the one who introduced me to the book from Byron Katie, Loving What Is. It's changed a lot of my relationships in life since I read it at Christmas. So I was like looking for a VA. So it's day 1 of the job search. And I go post, hey, I'm looking for a VA. And my dear friend Shauna, my team member, my amazing COO, she comes in on my website, didn't see the job post, knows nothing about the job post. Okay. And she writes me an email. Lindsay, basically, I don't know you, but I really think I can help you. And I'm wondering if you're hiring. And it was like this most beautiful and amazing email. And and she didn't even come in on the job post, nor did she know. Okay. Speak about attracting people. She came in and I was like, well, Shauna, lady, I'm just like looking for a VA. You're like an MBA and you've like done all this stuff. Are you sure? Like, this is what I can do. And Shauna was like, yeah, I can do that. And we were like meant to be, at least for this part of the journey. And she has been amazing. But those little, I don't know why I'm saying that besides like, life just has a way of working out and the universe has a way of delivering things to us that we need. So when Shauna said she read that book, I probably shouldn't have been that surprised about it. Shouldn't have been that surprised about it. Okay. Elizabeth, it is so hard when you are starting out, but the trick is to keep going, like Lindsay says. That's right. That's right, Elizabeth. That's right. Shauna, story time. Oh, Elizabeth, I miss you. Okay. Yeah, we were meant to be. Oh, Shauna, I'm glad I didn't overextend there. Thank you for the hearts on Instagram. Shauna, I hope I didn't overextend there. You know how I feel about you. Okay. Dude, she has really changed my business, this gal. She's awesome. Okay. Let's see. All right, Dr. V, how much hellfire? Yes, lots of hellfire in the community this week, okay? First of all, for those going through hellfire, I'm going through hellfire as well, okay? And I just want to say, yeah, sucks, but it's part of it. The only thing that goes through my head during hellfire, personal hellfire, it looks like this. Everything is happening for you, not to you. So I like to wait it out and see. You got to wait this stuff out and let it just come to fruition. It's like having a baby. Like, so you just you got to get through it in order to have that baby on the other side. Okay. So Dr. V says, how much hellfire can you share without revealing too much to viewers, potential clients? So I teach this in the Content That Converts program. Dr. V, thank you for teeing me up with this perfect question. So many people get really worked up about not sharing. And I feel the same way. Like I'm not big on like sharing a bunch about my kids. I don't really like to walk around my own neighborhood that much because I'm like, I don't really want people to know. I don't share a lot about what's going on in my personal life outside of saying, yeah, it's pure hellfire. Okay. And, but here's the thing is and I teach this in Content That Converts, which I need to make a announcement about. The 12-week coaching program is open. I accept people via a form so that I can make sure that I only allow people into that program that I know that I can help. Straight up. I have had open coaching programs in the past where I've been like, no, they can decide if I can help them. Like if they decide that they think that they can be helped by me, then let them in, right? Then you get people in and they don't really vibe with you or they signed up under premises that weren't really like that they misinterpret, like that, they thought it was this, but it wasn't, and it just doesn't fit. And I've serviced coaching clients like that before, especially in marketing, right? Like everyone's looking for the golden ticket in marketing. They come into coaching programs. Guess what? No matter what coaching program you sign up for, it is not the golden ticket, including mine. Okay. Any coaching program is probably worth something if you do a little bit of research, but you always have to show up and do your best. No coaching program, no marketing strategy that anyone is going to teach you is so easy. Mine's pretty easy, actually. Okay. But it's not so easy. I put this thing in 12 weeks. So we show up on Tuesday where I teach you, and I'm like, this is what a reel is, and this is how to do it aligned, and this is how you feel good about it, and this is how you have some self-trust and some self-worth. And then on Thursdays, okay, what questions do you guys have? And everybody has questions, and everybody learns from each other's questions. And by the end of the 12 weeks, people have Instagram and YouTube videos. They're getting clients, they're getting conversations, they're building an email list, they're showing up as themselves. They're freaking turning on an Instagram story and showing up in a swimming suit. Yeah, it happens, okay? It just happens. And I'm not talking about their 20-something influencer that needs to show up in a swimming suit. I'm talking about a woman like me who has 3 kids being comfortable enough to go on Instagram in a freaking swimming suit and give a message. That's a big situation there, okay? So I teach business personal content. That's what I teach in Content That Converts. And that looks like, so people coach with you, not because you're the super best at everything you do, not because you're the Tony Robbins of your industry. Yeah, sure, maybe they're attracted to you because of that, but they will not sign on the dotted line to coach with you unless they are with you on your vibe, your experience, your methodology, and your skills, your VEMs. And so your vibe is like, do you like me? Like, I'm loud, I'm in your face, I'm telling you like it is, I'm not lying to you. You know what I mean? Some people, okay, the more people I attract that like that high vibe, and oh my gosh, I just got my Lindsay fix today, I turn off. I have had several people email me and say, Lindsay, I need a refund. I cannot handle you. Totally fine. But at least that means like I'm shining my light and it's attracting some people. So you need enough vibe so people know like what your personality is. And this looks like posting a little bit about your kids, posting a little bit about your hobbies, posting a little bit about what you're reading or what you think so that people really can get your vibe and who you are. But there is no reason. We are not influencers. We are coaches. Okay. You do not have to tell them the ins and outs of your whole life. You do not have to tell them anything, okay? Go look at my Instagram. I am going through hellfire right now in my personal marriage, okay? We are not even living together. But you won't see it on my Instagram. I don't think it's necessary. I can still create good content, supportive content, be authentic online, give educational content online. Bye, Shauna. Shauna has to go get her kids. Bye. I can still do that. I don't have to share about anything. I just shared right now to give you guys an example. Okay. So you share your vibe, you share your experience. Hey, this customer came to me. Oh my gosh, I had this customer experience today. That's a whole lot more interesting. Okay. What's more interesting than saying, here is a client testimonial. Lindsay is the very best at what she does. Take all of her coaching programs. Or, oh, I just met with this amazing client. She was very stuck. Her Instagram wasn't doing anything. I taught her. She took Content That Converts, and she just was gushing about how she filled an entire cohort of coaches because of her Instagram. Now, which one's a whole lot more interesting to hear about that is more like business personal? Of course, this one where I tell a story about the struggle of my client, how she took my program and came out the other side victorious versus Lindsay is the very best. All, like that's when we're too uptight and we're not surrounding our content in good stories. Okay. Thank you, Sophia. I love yours too. Sophia says she loves my light. Dr. V, thank you for being so open and honest. You are always an inspiration. Thanks, Dr. V. Right back at you, man. Seth. Oh, Seth. Seth, another person in our community. And you guys are all welcome in the community. Okay. It's a great community. You got Elizabeth. She's a resident mom, man. She's my online mom. You got Seth just making really amazing, insightful marketing comments and other comments. Okay. Dr. V making us laugh all day long. Thanks, Seth. I know I'm in a preachy mood today. Dr. V, you're the best. Elizabeth, when you go through a lot to make something work, it becomes very valuable. It sure does, Elizabeth. Will there be a potluck supper this year, says Dr. V. Yes, in September. Everybody get their BUTTS. Yep, your butts. Oh, it's already 12:07. I got people to text. There's people who filled out this form that I got to go talk to see if they're a good fit. Chris, how much is your program and what days and times are the calls and trainings? I don't know anything else about the program. Chris, I think you filled out a form. The program, I'll give you the details once we have a text messaging conversation. It is my real cell phone. Oh, my cell phone's on Instagram here. So Chris, I'll text you all that information, but it meets on Tuesdays at 9. Wait, that's not right at all. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 Pacific. 10 a.m. Pacific. They are an hour long. Everything is uploaded to the membership site. Everything is modularized, so you can go back and see little tidbits of all the videos. Everything has a worksheet to go along with it. Not only that, you have the community. You have a Facebook group where everybody can, so people will make, we went over carousels just this very week. Do you guys know what carousels are? Are you guys ready to freaking... Okay, Chris, I'll be in touch with you today for sure. Okay, for sure. Totally worth the investment. Thanks, Seth. Seth's in the program. Oh, Seth, you're the best. So, for example, I want to just show you something cool that I teach in the program. And then, Emily, I swear, I'm going to leave. I swear. Okay. Emily, what is it? Elizabeth says September BAM conference, build and monetize. That's what BAM is. Okay. Be there. It is September 22nd, 23rd. We are planning on coming in from New York. Oh my gosh. My heart is so big right now. Seriously, Elizabeth. Okay. I got to get that. I got to get that on the books. It's got to happen, man. It is on the books. It's just got to happen. Okay. So this week, this is the power of community and making sure. Okay. That's a really big comment. Hold on. Hide. Okay, so we taught this week because I taught a lot in the workshop, but there's some strategies out there to get people to stay on Instagram and to consume some educational content. So this very week, we talked about carousels. So what is a carousel? On your Instagram, okay, it looks like this. 3 steps to improve your business self-talk. I open it up, okay? And you scroll through, swipe to learn. Slide 2 of 7, impact of self-talk on business. Listen, challenge, change, rinse and repeat. Was this helpful? Okay. When you make carousel posts like this, people stay on your posts for a really long time and they scroll through. And this tells Instagram, hey, Instagram, this gal has really good content. And this is a really great way for you guys to put your coaching information out there. This is just one example of the numerous strategies that I teach out there in content that converts. But if I were you, I would go out and start making some carousels. But the point is that now people are making carousels and then they go into the Facebook group because we're all friends. Okay. We're all awesome people. We know each other. And you're like, guys, I just posted my first carousel. Okay. And people go out and they're like, you're so inspiring. You're so awesome. And it gets a bunch of views and you feel good because you're being validated about this first piece of content. So I can't make you know enough how important the community is in my specific coaching program. It's everything because I handpick people to be in that program. In fact, I'll tell you this story. I had someone else in this program who had just signed up. They came in, they paid me full price. Oh, wait. They paid me full price. And they were in for about 2 weeks. And I could tell like, they didn't really they don't really I don't know. Like they weren't really doing the homework. They were feeling a little negative about things. So I was like, it's time to have a talk with this person because I'm just a person and I'm just going to talk to them as a person. And come to find out, Lindsay, you're right. I thought I wanted to do this YouTube thing. I actually don't. I actually don't want to do YouTube. It just doesn't feel good to me. What do? I don't hold his feet to the fire at $4,500 or whatever it was. I'm like, yeah, I think I need to excuse you from the cohort. Now, he wanted to still be in the cohort. He did not want that to happen. He actually wanted to stick around. And he's like, and I think now that I've talked to you, I feel so much better about it. I'm ready to do it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Not right now, anyway, And not in a rude way, but just like it just doesn't feel good way. Because like I gotta watch out for the energy levels of everybody else in that program. Does that make sense? Okay. Dr. V, Lindsay handpicked me even though I was not yet ripe. And we are all village people. Okay. And Elizabeth, and if you aren't in the launch circle, oh, yes. So amazing. So amazing. Okay. I feel like the time is not quite right just now. Yes. That's how I felt. And we ended on really good terms, this client and mine. Really good terms. Okay. So there you have it, kids. That's my AMA for the day. Thanks for letting me hop on and just like chat. It's my favorite thing to do. So the Content That Converts coaching program is open. Every Tuesday and Thursday we meet. I do strategy, but we definitely do a lot of alignment and self-trust and self-actualization and awareness stuff because it's that important. It's that important because I have found that's right, Seth. It's the secret. It's a secret keys. All right. So I invite you to go to my Instagram profile, watch the workshop. I think you'll understand what I'm trying to. I taught a lot of good strategies in that workshop, as well as a lot of like how to get to know yourself and self-alignment in that workshop. Watch the 3 days. If it calls to you, fill out the form before Tuesday. We'll have a little text messaging or a long text messaging conversation. I've been texting long with a couple of people because I love to hear from everybody. And we'll see if you're a good fit. And if you are, please come into Content That Converts because I'm about to rock your world over the course of the next 12 weeks, baby. Okay? Come in. Let's build your coaching program. Let's utilize Instagram and YouTube, build your email list, and make this work. Get you on to the next steps. Okay? I don't hesitate when I say this because I've helped so many people. I'm confident I can help you build your coaching business, regardless of where you're at, because I just help people at all ages and stages. That's one amazing thing about this cohort. It's just awesome. Okay. Some people already have several of their clients and have launched a couple of times. Some people are just getting going. It's like my kids are in Montessori. Do you guys know Montessori? They have older kids helping teach the younger kids and inspire the younger kids. Sawyer is now in the 3rd year of the primary program, which means he's a leader. My 5-year-old is leading those darn 3-year-olds. So that's how we have it set up. We have some people up here. We have some people in the middle. We have some people down here. The people just getting started find some real inspiration from the people who are ahead of them. The people ahead of them, the teachings and the learnings and the aha moments by teaching other people and helping other people and inspiring other people helps them make even bigger leaps and bounds in their business. That's just how the cohort works. And it's awesome. Okay. You're welcome, Sophia. All right. Guys, thanks for joining me here. I hope you have a great Friday afternoon. And I just want to thank everybody who joined me on the workshop. Replays up till Tuesday. So go and check it out. Okay. Hasta la vista. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys later. Bye.